up, everybody? It's Dino Wells here. Episode 7 of the Dino Wells Show, and I want to talk on a subject. I'm not going to really have no music playing because why would I need to have music playing in the background when I need to get to the point of the situation? I don't need no music right now because I need to get to the point to what I want to talk about because, everybody have their opinion of the situations that's going on with all the racial issues and the situation with, the bad cops that's out there. I spoke on this before, and it seemed like when I have my opinion, you have a certain sect of people that have their opinion on the situation, and they want to make their opinion more valid than my opinion. I'm not saying my opinion is more valid than anybody else's, but my opinion I stand by because you have people that are stuck in their ways, or people that are stuck over this 400 years of bullcrap that our race went through as a people. It is what it is. It happened. But anyway, there was a young man, I guess in Fresno, California, or wherever it happened at. He got choked down by a cop for jaywalking. And it was caught on video. Yeah, it was in Fresno, and it was caught on video. He got really physical with the young man, and I don't condone no aggressive cop handling of nobody, black, white, anybody. I don't condone that at all. No, especially not for jaywalking. I mean, I jaywalked before, and I even got a ticket for jaywalking in California. So, that was my first time ever getting a ticket for jaywalking. Actually, I talked myself out of that ticket, actually. But anyway, I didn't really actually get the ticket I talked myself out of it. But, there's a way of handling situations. Now, jaywalking, yes, they have that crazy-ass law, the jaywalking, don't cross the street. But there's a law for that. There's a law for that for a reason. Maybe that reason is not so you won't get hit by a car or whatever the case may be. There's a crossway that you have to walk across instead of walking across the street without the crossway. I'm guilty for doing it, and hundreds of thousands of other people are guilty for doing that same exact thing. If a cop is bored enough to want to give somebody a ticket for crossing the street without the proper crossway, then that's that cop's issue. Maybe he feel like he need to do something because he was bored. He ain't had no stop, so he had to meet his quota if there's quotas or whatever the fuck it may be at the same time. But when this young man and his friend were walking, and of course they were recording, and then I don't know the whole significance of it. The only thing the video shows the guy, get off me! Why you grab me? Why you handling me? Why you handling me like this? What? Man, get out, my dude! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Man, come on, man! Like, really? I mean, I got the video. It's kind of ridiculous though, actually. I mean, you can just hear.
I'm telling you, let him go. Let him go. Hey. Let him go. Hey, cuz. Let him go. Let him go.
All I know is nigga choke me, cuz. You choke me, cuz. Nigga, move.
Let go.
Get up off me, cuz.
Let him go. You can't arrest him. What did he do?
Get up off me.
Hey.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground!
Black Lives Matter!
Hey, nigga, get up on me!
Get off of him!
Get up on me, cuz.
Black Lives Matter, let him go!
Sit down!
Let him go!
Get it!
What is your name?
Don't let go of me! You gonna choke me, nigga? Let go! Huh? Let go! Get up on me, cuz! Let go! Old school, nigga!
Teenagers now, it's teenagers.
What the fuck, nigga? Nigga, move!
Let him go!
Huh? You get up on me!
Yeah, you done fucked up now, huh?
Let go! Let go!
Get up off me!
Now they tussling still on their feet. They're tussling, on their feet, tussling.
For what?
Under arrest! What? Right now for battery on an officer!
Battery?
Battery, do not wrong! I ain't do nothing wrong! Get on the ground! I ain't do nothing wrong! Get on the ground! I ain't do nothing wrong! Get on the ground now!
Black Lives
Get
Matter!
on the ground!
Black Lives Matter! Hey!
Now he tossed the dude to the ground. Got him in a headlock.
He's not resisting!
And illegal headlock, actually.
Black Lives Matter, motherfucker! He's not resisting! This shit is fucked up! The fuck you mean? This is my homeboy! The fuck you mean he's resisting? You got me fucked up! This nigga fucking with him, bro. Get off my nigga.
Step back.
Get off of my nigga.
Hey, bro, get off my head, bro.
Get off him. He can't breathe.
Back up.
He can't breathe.
Back him up.
Hey, bitch. What the fuck out? Motherfucker, you gonna hit me with the fucking bike, bitch.
I can't breathe, bro. Back up. Back up.
Bitch, don't fucking kick me.
Back up.
I'll break your fucking nose,
Back
bitch.
up.
Kick me again, motherfucker. I'll break your fucking nose.
Hey, call my dog.
Look,
Call my dog.
they're fucking with little kids.
They're fucking. He's a high school student.
All right, bro.
He's a high school student.
Ow!
Your hand behind your back.
He's a high school student. They're fucking with him.
What the fuck? What the fuck, bro?
Nah, don't. Move, bitch. I'll swing on your bitch ass. You better walk the fuck out. Nigga, you ain't gonna fucking catch me, bitch.
Hell no. Hey, call my dad, bro.
What's his number, bruh?
Now that was the video of that situation, and the guy with the camera was standing there filming the whole thing, which is cool. That's awesome that he's filming that the cop being aggressive. But then at the same time, you have the young black man being overly aggressive as well. Now, if the cops say sit down, what the fuck, man? Obviously, now I understand about the racial profiling and all that stuff like that. Like I said in my previous messages on Facebook, when I was young, we got fucked with by the cops a lot, and I got beat up by a cop before, and people saying, oh, your experience is different than other people's experience, blah, blah, blah. Like, still, I dealt with a cop. I dealt with cops, you know what I mean? I had 5 instances since 2010 dealing with cops, and I'm still here. Luckily, he's not dead. That young man is not dead. Luckily, that young man didn't get killed because of his actions. Luckily, the other cop that came on that motorcycle didn't kill that young man. Luckily, he didn't kill the young man with the camera with all that cussing and yelling and I'm going to kick you in your face, you know, all that other stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying the cops was right in what they did. I'm not saying what those kids did was right. That was fucked up. They said, oh, the authority. Man, let me read some of this shit, yo. I'm going to read some of the comments. This is from one of my associates. I don't want to give names, but one of my associates on Facebook says, it's past time black people stop making excuses for behavior that put our people in bad situations. That's right. I said it. You know, I gave it a like. Somebody else says, don't break the fucking law and you'll be okay. And then comments under that, that's a lie. Give it a try. It really works. Somebody else says, you know. And as in it goes in, it says, what examples of citizens not breaking the law and being harassed, arrested, and fucked with? You can't be that naive. That's one of my other associates. He's a real activist about us as a people, whatever. And like I said, you know, jaywalking is a law. You know, we can't jaywalk, but we all do it. We all guilty for it. We do jaywalk when we get a chance to get to our destination faster. But a cop do have the right to stop us for jaywalking. Period. Plain and simple. You know, they can't give us a ticket for that. Plain and simple. So if you jaywalk, you have broken the law. They can enforce that if they want to. Some cops, I have jaywalked in front of a cop before, and I never got a ticket. You know, some cops just like, fuck, they don't want to even waste their time on that shit. You know what I mean? That's dumb. You know, those kids could have lost their life being aggressive like that to a cop. Being aggressive. Sit your ass down. What the fuck? Then you have people coming at you telling you, oh, this, that, these, those, and 400 years, and blah, 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 and the police brutality, and Black Lives Matter. Man, fuck that stupid shit, man. That shit happened. If you still stuck on some shit that happened 400 years ago to this day, it's fucked up. That's why we ain't progressing nowhere, because you want to keep dragging the past into the present. Fuck the past. It happened. Yes, it did. Let's move on. Let's do what we need to do to make ourselves better, and stop throwing the past in the present. It's just crazy. Anyway, let's read some more comments. Oh, I said, this is me, my quote, yes, you have more than a handful of ruthless, cowardice, scary-ass cops that are quick to shoot people. I said that. That's me. I said that. That's my quote. I said, yes, you have more than a handful of ruthless, cowardice, scary ass cops that are quick to shoot people because they feel that you're a threat or undermining their authority. I said that. Then I go on to say, when we as citizens, wait a minute. When we as citizens get stopped by the cops, we should not act like, let me read more of this, because it says see more, and I gotta click it, my computer is running real slow. We need to act like that we are inferior. No, we're not. We don't need to act like that we are inferior. We not to have to play chess with the cops. We don't know what kind of cop that's coming to us. We don't know if a cop is that cop is the one with the itchy trigger finger. We got to comply to their bullshit authority. You know, we got to. If the system is corrupt, okay? The system is corrupt, and because of our skin tone, we are targeted. Yes, we are. I'm not saying that we got to bow down to them or nothing like that, but there's still laws. We still got to comply, and we still got to do what the fuck we got to do as people to maintain. There's other ways that we can get. If we got stopped, if that jaywalking situation, if he would have kept his motherfucking mouth shut, stop being brainwashed by the Black Lives Matter message. You know what I mean? Yes, Black Lives Matter. I'm not knocking Black Lives Matter at all. I'm not knocking black. It's a powerful thing because we need to stop the cops from all the insensitive violence and all the insensitive shootings and shit like that. But don't let the weak-minded, like I said before, get brainwashed by the message saying that, look, we need to stand our ground and we can't. They still fucking police officers. They still have power in numbers. It's like we have the power in numbers as well, but at the same time, they have the authority. They have to uphold the law, but at the same time, if they break the law, of course, all the cops have the oath. They have their oath and they protect each other. But we can fight them other ways besides being aggressive right then and there, and then mess around and get fucked around and become a statistic. Straight up, that's kind of fucked up. I said weak-minded. People are conditioned by a 400-year curse, and we receive the Black Lives Matter message as our own downfall, regardless of the recent events. I had an account, like I said, in 2010, where I was in a car, and I'm telling you what the situation was. I was doing a good fucking thing. I was on Figueroa. I had a bag of, because Figueroa had a bunch of prostitutes on Figueroa. It was a bunch of prostitutes, and they out there fucking these Johns, and probably got diseases. And I'm trying to do a good thing for the community, and I have a bag of condoms, passing out condoms to these prostitutes to make sure they're protecting themselves, because that's just fucked up that and a lot of them didn't have condoms, which is fucked up. You know what I mean? So I'm doing a good thing. I get stopped by a cop, because the cop thought I was a John. And I was like, no, I got a bag of condoms right here. I'm giving out condoms to these prostitutes, making sure that they're protecting themselves out there in the computer while they doing they shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm a fucking John and I'm fucking a prostitute, I'm not fucking a prostitute raw. That's fucked up. But anyway, so I was doing a solid, trying to do something for the community and making sure that if anybody have any kind of diseases or whatever, at least they can halfway, although that shit don't protect you 100%, but at least there's some kind of protection out there, you know what I mean? But the cop stopped me, had me get out the car, frisked me like crazy, talking shit to me, grabbing my dick while he's frisking me, and grabbing my dick over and over and over again, saying I have a problem, looking me in my face, saying why my facial expression. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there like he's really trying to egg me on to the point where he wanted me to do something. He just kept doing it, kept pushing those buttons. I have a quick temper, yes. Or I had a quick temper, and not anymore. It was hard for me to bite my tongue and not say nothing, where to have another cop standing right behind that cop while I'm being frisked and then going through my car. You know what I mean? So at the same time, and I telling them what I was doing, and then I had 2 bags of weed on me too as well. You know what I mean? And I told him that. It's in my car. 2 bags of weed right there on the side of the door. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said that. And they checked it, they took it and everything. And the only thing they gave me was a ticket for disorderly conduct. The video is on my Facebook somewhere. The video, you'll see it. And I ran it out and I called the superiors and asked them, I told them what happened, said why did I have to get manhandled like that and why I had to get talked like that and belittled. If I would have changed the situation, I would have said, look, motherfucker, why you grab me like that? Get your hands off me, motherfucker, this, that. The shit would have went all crazy. I probably would have got beat down or shot or something else. It would have been crazy. He would have labeled me as a dope dealer because I had 2 bags of weed in the car. You know what I mean? So, but people want to get on me and tell me, talk shit to me, saying, well, the cops, they shouldn't do this, blah, 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 this, that. Come on, man, really? Anyway. I had a friend say, wow, yeah, some kids were antagonizing cops. Glad it only ended in the arrests. When the cops use lethal force on unarmed people, you can't go killing people because of their assholes, which is true. You can't just be killing people because they're assholes. But you got scary cops out there that do that. And I said that. Yes, they do have scary, crazy cops out there, racist cops too. That's very scary and has itchy trigger fingers. The Sandra Bland stuff has to stop. However, these kids are just assholes. They got what they deserve. That's one of my comedian homies that said that. I had another associate says, not excusing the negative behavior, but the root of the problem stems from a bad behavior from bad cops. Keep it real. Everybody doesn't have good common sense. So does that mean that they have to be beaten or killed because they didn't follow order? No, they shouldn't be beaten or killed because they didn't follow order. But at the same time, if you put your hand and you be aggressive to a cop, what the cop going to do? The cop going to have to take drastic measures. You know what I mean? Because you're being aggressive to them. So if you want to initiate the drastic measures and not listen to the cop, what the fuck do you think is going to happen? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, to wrestle the kids down because of agitation from him being disrespectful is dead wrong. Well, I'm not saying if he's grabbing the kid, well, he told the kid to sit down. The kid is being disrespectful, and then they're tussling, and then he threw the kid to the ground. Like, fuck, what else you supposed to do? I would throw your motherfucking ass to the ground. Why not? I'm not gonna put you in a chokehold because that chokehold he put him in is illegal. He could have choked him out and then been like the situation like the young man in New York. You know what I mean? And then that'd been a whole nother case if that teenager would have died right there in that cop's arm because he's tussling. You know what I'm saying? That's just fucked up. You know what I mean? The whole situation is just fucked all type of up on so many levels. Even though the law may have been broken, I'm in no way justifying the way I see and hear what's going on with these boys. What I'm saying is these kids who see the reality of life and is sick and tired of police brutality. So automatically their gird is up and they act out. Let's stop comparing people and everybody. It's not the same. That's another one of my homies. And I had a long reply and I don't feel like reading all that. But it was it's a very deep and entailed message. But I don't feel like, I'm talking it now so you can hear it come out of my mouth. So, yeah, it's just this thing's been going on. Then somebody comes and tell me, Dino, you're missing the bigger picture. Your experiences was yours, and it appears that you use good judgment. Key word, I use good judgment. Fucking right. It says you're missing the bigger picture. What bigger picture am I missing? You have teenagers being routed out, smart mouthing a cop for jaywalking. The cop exercised his right as a police officer to give him a ticket. I don't know what prompted him. Like, he said, I feel like fucking with some niggers today. Let me go ahead and get this motherfucking young teenager a fucking ticket right now. I don't know why he wanted to stop. Was it if it was a white kid, would have been a little different? Would the situation would have been different? If it was a white kid, would that cop allow that white kid to jaywalk? Probably yes. Probably no. It just depends. But it was a black teenager walking across, jaywalked and got a ticket and then got into a physical altercation with a teenager that got thrown to the ground in a chokehold with another cop come on a motorcycle, bumped the other one that was with the motorcycle who had the camera, and they still got words. The other one finally put the one that came out the motorcycle, put the handcuffs on the kid that was on the ground. The other one that was choking the kid gets up and want to go after the one with the camera, and then you heard what he said. Don't come after me, you gonna catch me, all that, that's all that. That's terroristic threats, they will call that. You're threatening the lives of a cop, so you're going to go to jail. Shut the fuck up. People, stop. What bigger picture is that? That's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. So I use good judgment. When you analyze the situation, you have to take an account of what's known at the moment. I know at the moment I got stopped by that cop, I knew right then and there that I was going to be fucked because I got a cop that's pushing my buttons for me to go outside my character. And then you got another cop with his hand on his gun waiting for me to go off. And I see the situation. I'm not about to fucking go crazy on these motherfucking cops. Really? Come on, man. I understand that the adrenaline rush and you get mad. Now, don't get me wrong. When I was a teenager, yeah, I actually got into an altercation with a police officer when I was, 18 years old? Yeah, I did. I even hit a cop before and ran after the situation when I was 18 years old because they was fucking with us. I understand that. What bigger picture are you talking about? That's fucking stupid to me. Come on, man. I ain't playing no motherfucking music on my podcast today. There's no music playing today because I'm heated right now because people want to lash out on me because I'm not defending no cops. I'm not defending those two fucking dumbass kids either. If it was my son that was manhandled by the cops, and if he talked off and mouthed off to the cops, I would beat my son ass for that shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You can get yourself killed. I told him how he knows how to handle himself. If a cop stop you, and if it's anything unjustly, you know what I'm saying? We can do other situations. You come out that situation alive, and we handle the shit accordingly. You know what I mean? We handle it accordingly. If that was my son in that situation, and if he would have mouthed off, and if he would have got killed in that, I would have been pissed. For one, and I've been upset, and I've been mad at all the police and everything else. But if he didn't get killed or anything, I've been pissed at my son still for even putting himself in that situation. For one. And two, we can still handle the situation. It's all on camera. So if you got the camera, if the one on the camera wasn't even still instigating it with all the Black Lives Matter, these no's and all that shit, if he wasn't doing that, the situation still wouldn't even escalated to all that and getting thrown to the ground and choked and getting handcuffed and all that shit and getting hit with bikes and all that. Come on, man. What bigger picture the fuck are you talking about? I'm passionate about us as a people. And I want to help us as a people to be strong, but you got to be fucking smart at the same time. Then I have another friend who will show me some fucking video some video. I watched 20 minutes of it and I went to sleep. You know what I mean? I watched 20 minutes of it and went to sleep. Interesting video. I mean, it's an interesting video, but I went to sleep on it because I'm gonna stop because I'm getting heated right now. I'm 20 minutes into my show, ain't played not a piece of music except the intro song because I don't think we don't have to have no music right now. We don't have no commercial breaks, no nothing. I don't have no sponsors, so I don't have no commercial breaks to show my sponsors anything. But thank you, Spreaker, for giving me the opportunity to voice my opinion. Thank you, Facebook, for the opportunity to share that video and get people's comments and people to see what people think. People are entitled for their opinion just like I'm entitled for my opinion. I think those teenagers were out of pocket for what they did. I think if the cop if that was a white person that walked across the street, would have stopped them for jaywalking? Did you just stop them because they were black? Because they jaywalking? That's the issue to me. Now, the kids that's going off and going on a tangent and snapping and all that shit, that's fucked up. You should not do that. Anyway. Let's see what he said. That was what this dude said to me. Talking about how I missed the bigger picture, blah blah. Ooh, maybe you would keep your cool, but that's you. Let's look at the age of these kids. If 90% of the people jaywalk, would they all be arrested? they decide to talk back. If you don't stand up for something, you will fall for anything. Let's control people because of authority and see what happens. I don't know. Okay. And I said I see the biggest picture. Then another one of my homies came back and said, "This is the spirit of rebellion is leaving a lot of people in a bad situation. The spirit of, I guess he meant leading instead of leaving, but the spirit of rebellion is leading or leaving. He said leaving a lot of people. Yeah, I guess he meant leaving. The spirit of rebellion is leaving a lot of people in a bad situation. Much of life is about risk management. People need to go back to the age of wisdom. And if something ain't right, don't do it." And that's correct. You know what I mean? And then I had another associate come in and says, "Well, Dino," and I'm going to read this one. It's a fairly new associate of mine, female. She's cool. I like her posting things and such forth. But she said, "Well, Dina, I don't mean to argue with you with your ways, but I have noticed your posts often excuse racism and blame victims." Okay. You know there is no resisting arrest when there is no arrest. I know that as well. You know that people are arrested, brutalized, murdered regardless of their behavior. I know that as well. I don't see the point of pandering the system. You can't fight your abuser by complying with their orders. Now, let's break that down. You can't fight your abuser by complying with their orders. Then I don't see the point of pandering the system. You know that people are arrested, brutalized, murdered regardless of their behavior. I've said that in many videos. Said that all the time. We already seen the situation by the young man in New York, the young man in Minnesota, the young man in Baton Rouge. You know, like I said, we don't know what led, cops coming in. It could have been the same situation. Not saying it is, but it could have been the same situation. They're conditioned by the messages that's going on. And if a cop comes to them, and then the little aggression thing will come on. That little bug inside you be like, "Man, fuck this cop. You can't, come on, man. I can stand right here." Blah, blah, blah. Nobody don't know what fucking went down. You know what I mean? But with what we saw, what we see, or whatever the case may be, I'm not saying that anybody who got unjustly killed by the police, are bad. No, I'm not saying they ain't bad at all. You know what I mean? It's fucked up that they lost their lives because they doing simple shit, regular everyday shit. That's fucked all type of up, yo. But if you play it smart and you don't do nothing stupid, and that, like I said, it's a gamble. You don't ever know if you got a cop that's super extra racist, or you don't ever know if you got a cop that's just scary and have a itchy trigger finger because that cop is conditioned because of what the media is putting out there that all black people are fucking thugs. You know what I mean? So if you got that cop that's scary, that his mind is conditioned that niggas are thugs, he gonna shoot the shit out of somebody. You know what I mean? So that's kind of just fucked up. And I came back and I said, I'm about to do episode 7 of my podcast. I might ruffle some feathers, and probably I ruffle some feathers. Then somebody else popped up and said, in the same department killed a white boy in a similar behavior at a gas station. Officers, wait a minute, I didn't read this one. This is interesting. The same department killed a white boy for a similar behavior at a gas station. I didn't know that. That's kind of deep. A white boy got killed at a gas station. That's deep. And it said the officer gave him a ticket. But if the young man attacked him, it's a different story. And then that one friend I was telling you about that hit me up, the one that wanted me to watch this movie, I respect her a lot. She's cool people. You know what I mean? But it's just funny that how I can get condemned for my morals, my beliefs, And I don't know, it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. The human condition is the human mind and the condition and situations and all this is so, especially being a person of color in America, in this world, you know, it's just jacked up. It's jacked all type of up, yo. You're an apologist for poor, consistent, less than human behavior toward black people. It figures. People are tired and you continue to take this passive ass way of thinking. Human condition is tired of this foolishness. Now let's break that shit down. You're an apologist for poor, consistent, less than human behavior toward black people. No, I'm not. The fuck you mean? It figures. If you misconstrued what my intentions are, then you're highly mistaken, because I already said that these cops are fucking retarded for doing what the fuck they doing to us as a people. I ain't apologizing for nothing the fuck they have done, but at the same time, us as a people need to be fucking smart and choose our battles wisely, or it's gonna be continue. It's gonna continue to go. Continue. It's gonna continue to go. It's gonna continue to be the same shit day after day after fucking day after fucking day. Come on, man. I ain't saying let's rebel versus cops and all that shit. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But at the same time, we could take proactive approach and proactive things to make things better. So you fight what? An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. That's what you want to do? Come on, man. That's fucking crazy to me, man. Like I was saying, all the riots and all that shit, what is that proving? What is that? I said that on another. What is that proving? All the violence and the riots and tearing up businesses and blowing up gas stations and shit got jobs. Black people of color work there at those places, possibly. Now those people of color don't have a fucking job because dumbass motherfucking black people want to tear shit up and burn shit down to get a message out there so they can get their message told. Come on, man. That shit's been going on since the 60s, and what has it proved? Nothing. It's just showing that we can get routed up and tear some shit up, and we still get looked at bad. Now, I said in one of my podcasts that white people don't do that. Yes, they do, but I saw a video that compared that they call us thugs and animals and all that, and white people do the same shit, like at sports and stuff. I saw the video, and I was like, oh yeah, white people do. You know, I was conditioned. I can say I'm guilty for that. I was conditioned to, I don't even see it as white people doing that shit. You know what I mean? And I see now after a football game with the loss or whatever the case may be, and they flipping over cars and burning shit and tearing things down or whatever, they do the same shit, but they get slapped in the hand. But when we do it, we get fucking called all type of names and it's all type of fucked up and or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, it's still wrong. No matter if it's black or white, it's still wrong. Regardless, what is it fucking proving? Come on, man. Really? This stuff was fucking crazy to me, man. All because I have my own opinion on a situation. Like, I mean, I have my opinion, and, you know, and my opinion is valid. You know, I want us to progress, not digress. And how everything is going today, we're digressing big time. There's no kind of progression. You know, there's no progression with what we got going on right now. There's no type of progression at all. What type of progression is that? What progress? How we progress? How we progressing? Progression. How we're digressing every second of the day. You know, with our actions, our mind, our ideologies, all that. And then we have people like my friend, my associates, with their ideologies, saying their ideologies are better than mine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying mine's better than nobody. I just say that I think we should. And there's thousands and thousands of people that think just like me. Like, look, we need to stop this dumbass shit. Stop pounding on the 400 years that we've been through this and that, these and those, and fucking just live life and stop. And stop going through all that silliness, man, because that shit's fucking crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me right now. Weak minds are conditioned by a 400-year curse and receive the Black Lives Matter, the Black Lives message bad in a bad way as their downfall, regardless of the recent events. You know what I'm saying? You know, I even mentioned. I said, look, and this is no disrespect to Jewish people or nothing either. And then people said that's different. We went through 400 years of this, and I said Jewish people were slaughtered by the millions. You know what I mean? Were slaughtered by the millions, and they have PTSD, just like we have PTSD, or the people of color had PTSD for the all the racial slavery stuff that's been going down. But you had millions of Jewish people were slain and slaughtered, and their families are living today, and I know they're suffering through PTSD, but they're not digressing. They are progressing beyond and over and beyond. And then a friend said you can't compare that to the black people. I mean, it's still heinous. It's still a heinous act, no matter what. I'm not saying they got over what happened, what went down. Jewish people got over it, but at the same time, they're not letting it destroy their growth as a people. You know what I'm saying? They're not letting it destroy their growth as a people. But yet, people of color want to keep holding on to a past 400 years, as my friend keeps saying. And if you're not saying get over it, but at the same time, if you can't progress and build instead of keep living in the past, if you want to live in the past and not progress, then we're not going to never get nowhere at all, period. That's all I had to say on that. I want to give a shout out to my associates and friends. If I lose friends over talking about this or talking of this situation, hey, so be it. But at the same time, I'm just getting tired of I'm getting slapped in the face because of I'm saying that we need to stand up as a people instead of using excuses. And yeah, I already said, and I say over and over again that yeah, we are being treated unfairly when it comes to traffic stops and whatever. When it comes to police and all that, yeah, we are being treated unfairly. We don't have equal rights or none of that. But at the same time, we still got to be smart. Don't condition the young generation to be fucking militant. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. This is just fucking crazy to me. When I was young and I was lost and I was in the streets and I was into the thug life and all that, I had a whole different mindset. I had to fuck the police. I fuck the bad police. That was another thing. And fuck the police that don't have the best interests of us as a people. Us as a citizen of this dysfunctional ass country. You know what I mean? I just feel that we should all work together in peace and come with a constructive, proactive resolve to all this monotony and bullshit that's going on. That's all I had to say. I'm Dino Wells. You can check me out on Twitter. You can check me out on Facebook. You can Google me at Dino Wells. I mean, you can just Google Dino Wells, David Dino Wells Jr., or catch me on Twitter at Dino Wells. Ask me a question, stars QA. Ask me a question, Dino_Wells on Snapchat. Like I said, I'm not a bad person, and I stand my ground. I stand behind my beliefs, and I feel that we as a people are seriously digressing, and we're not moving forward as a people. We're killing each other off by the droves. We're not helping each other. We're not doing anything. We're not doing anything proactive to move forward as in a productive rate. We do have some people that we're not saying we all like that. I mean, we as a people of color just have to be more proactive and not reactive, and not use the slavery, the things that we went through, our ancestors went through 400, as they keep throwing in my face, the 400 years, the PTSD and the conditioning and all that. I mean, we conditioning our youth now. All the stuff that we're doing now, we conditioning the newer generations to keep doing the same shit. 10 years from now, it's not going to change. You're just going to keep conditioning the younger generation. And look at this. This is what happened to the slaves. And these knows white people did this to us. And these knows you keep beating that down. Keep beating the generations and generations. It's just gonna keep going and going and going. That's how racism keep going. Like how if you have racist people keep conditioning their kids to be racist. If you want to keep conditioning us, it's all the conditioning. It's all in the teaching. If you just change that tune and that frequency, things would be a little bit better. In 50 years, racism and all that stuff would be gone. We don't have to worry about that stupid stuff no more. We all just can live life and be happy, you know? I mean, it's slowly, methodically, lethargically moving into a change. It's moving lethargically, but at the same time, it's going to happen. You know, will it happen in my lifetime? Probably not. In my son's grown-up lifetime? Probably not. In my son's kid's lifetime? Yes, I say it will. Because you have to plant the seed now for later on when the grandkids come up and then they have their kids and then we can have some kind of peace and harmony here on this crazy country. That's all I'm saying. So if you want to hate me for that, hate me. You want to unfriend me for that, unfriend me. You know, if you want to friend me for that, friend me for that. If you want to converse and talk more about it civilly, let's talk about it civilly. Without, bashing each other. Because, I can debate all day. But if you want to bring past and all that stuff up and keep talking about Jim Crow and talk about Sambo, you know what I'm saying, and all that other stuff, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Uncle Tom's and all that, fuck that stupid shit, man. Just move forward, just move forward and just keep doing what we do on the positive aspect of life. I'm Dino Wells, the next household name. Thank you for listening to my rant with no breaks, and see you at the movies. No words at all coming soon.